What went wrong?
I wish we knew. I wish we knew.
I mean, you're one of the only robots ever to beat our reigning world and UK champion. You beat Razer at one stage.
Yes, we've been
so you're certainly a decent robot.
Well, it's, in your own words, we don't know yet the cause these sort of things happen in Robot Wars.
It's true. Hey, something came loose in that initial smack, was it?
Yeah, it did. I don't know what yet. We'll obviously find out, but it's been totally reliable up to this point. Through the qualifiers and through the first round heats, we did well.
Now, you've got to be disappointed.
We are, because we took quite a few whacks from 259 and we were still running, but we don't know yet what it is.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Aggrobot 3! Guys, that was fairly easy, wasn't it? Walk in the park.
Wasn't bad at all. I would say it was a very carefully aimed blow, but I think I'd be lying if I said that.
What was your tactic when you came into the fight? What do you think you were going to try and do? You must have thought it was going to be harder than that.
Well, the biggest weakness we have is against flippers, because our machine isn't particularly low at the front, so we wanted to try and avoid their, basically, the front of their machine.
Yeah.
So we wanted to try and go then from the side and just try and hit something vulnerable, which you obviously done.
Which is what you did, yeah. Immobilise them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Team Vader! Come on, guys.
We were expecting a certain amount of damage, but we weren't expecting it to stop. We took an impact there, and it's something dislodged something inside.
That looks like just... Let me just get in there. That just looks
coming
like...
down that way, and it's no damage.
Scratch.
But after that, it just stopped.
Move away! Thanks very much. It was good fun to watch.
In the words of the poet Charles, you may be a clever dick, but Aggrobot 3, I bet you feel sick. Vader through to meet either Wild Thing or 259.
Yeah, Adam.
Yes?
This robot, what you have built, would you say is indestructible?
I don't think it's indestructible, but I don't think there's anything here that can destroy it.
What, not even Wild Thing, who you're fighting next?
Wild Thing?
No, not so wild. You're going to tame it.
I think we're going to show it the Wild Thing with our disc.
Let's go and see how they react to the news that they're fighting the hottest robot in town. You guys are fighting 259 next.
No, the horror.
Oh! It's not good, is it?
259.
It's not great news, is it?
Oh, he's the new guy on the block, isn't he?
Do you think have you got any chance against that spinning disc?
Yeah, there's a chance you might miss and spin out the arena.
Yeah, right.
259. The number 9 seed, Wild Thing. Roboteers, stand by.
What a hype then for Adam Clark and 259. Not without reason, though. Nick and Isabel Adams and Wild Thing are seeded 9. In the arena for the House Robots. Dead metal, spinning madly. And there alongside to fight for us, Matilda, Grizzly, Ugly.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Will the new kid on the block, 259, destroy Wild Thing. Who've been there, done it, put the logo on the back. 259, bunching and bruising into Wild Thing, tossing it over and over and over. Look at this. This is determined destructibility from 259. Dog with a bone there. Wild Thing. Can there be any life left after that sort of formidable onslaught? Well, Nick Adams is very experienced. He's a good driver. And he turns Wild Thing away from the blade onto the side of 259 to hold on there. Holding on for grit and death, really. Stay away from that spinning flywheel. Oh, has the wheel stopped? Wild Thing got away from that sort of bashing and bruising, and then the spinning wheel seemed to stop. Now, this could be absolutely decisive, because without that wheel, what has 259 got? At the moment, he's running away, to be honest. He's pressed the pit release button, Adam Clark, and now it becomes very cagey. punchy, and I wonder who's got the extra thrust and shove. 259 weighs in at 100 kilos, Wild Thing 97. But Wild Thing, piggybacking up on 259, has turned this battle on its head there. I don't know whether it was by design or luck, which is what Nick Adams said they'd need at the start of this show. And certainly 259's weapon being immobilised has played into Wild Thing's favour. Now it becomes a real tug-of-war. Wild Thing pushes 259 back onto the flame pit. This is real nip and tuck now. Oh, and do you see the belt there, right in the arena centre? That's Adam Clark's weaponry drive belt that's come off. So no wonder that big old circular disc is no longer spinning, and Nick Adams looks on. Wild Thing has come right back into this after 259's destructive onslaught early on. Now is Wild Thing still going? Can Adam Clark yet turn this battle, or is his machine finished? I think 259 is immobilised. There's the belt. I think it is finished. Well, this is a major upset. For me, Wild Thing will go through.
What an amazing fight! What a spectacle! It's going to have to go to the judges while they're making up their minds. Let's review the highlights.
No doubt about it early on, 259. Brilliant. That is so impressive. Huge mark scored. Wild Thing, no way back into the fight on the evidence of that. But here, coming up, is the decisive moment. 259, and that's where the weaponry went. That's where the belt came off, look. And the whole fight turned. There it goes. That effectively was the end of 259.
And the judges have made their decision. It's based on style, control, damage and aggression. However, 259 was immobilised. They've gone for Wild Thing! You know, there's going to be an awful lot of relieved roboteers in those pits.
I think so, yeah. It's
You came out and you were battering that robot. And then whammed.
well, I lost the belt. They'd obviously lost the drive to their disc as well, but we probably should have tried to cut them in half before then, I suppose.
Yeah, you were tossing it about like it was like a cat with a mouse.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get it over to the wall to get them out of the arena. That would have been the next bit before the belt went. So,
all right, don't be too disappointed.
Yep.
A brilliant robot, brilliant design. Let's hear it. 259. Whoa, that was real. Seat of your pants stuff, that wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very tough.
I mean, but it's like what you proved in Robot Wars Extreme. You've got such a good motor in that robot. It just keeps going on and on and on.
Well, it has got a lot of long life, and I suppose that's where he picked up the points afterwards, because Adam really gave us a beating at the beginning.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we keep on going to the end.
Okay, congratulations, you're through. Let's hear it for Wild Thing!
You're sitting here, well, the three of you are sitting here making decisions like that, which obviously are controversial. You can tell that by the reaction of the audience. What happened? Surely 259 should have won on aggression.
It should have won easily. I mean, we're very sad about making the decision. 259 battered Wild Thing all over there. Wild Thing, the new Wild Thing performed very badly, but ultimately 259 was immobilised. It's a bit like a fight with two boxers, with one boxer's doing all the work, and then on the end there's a lucky punch and he goes down, and that's how it was. And we didn't want to have to make that decision, but we have to be fair and consistent, and that's Robot Wars.
Okay, thanks, Noel. I'll let you get on with your very important work. They're going for a cup of tea.
I am absolutely gutted. I think 259 was a potential champion. No more, they're out. And the final of this heat, Wild Thing against Vader.
Okay, here's the announcement. It's Vader versus Wild Thing.
Yeah. I just hope we don't have the same thing we had in the first round, where we ended up hooked together for most of the fight. We ended up just dragging each other around quite.
Have you worked out a way to avoid that?
we can really do is just try and go for the more structural parts rather than going for the centre of the bodywork.
I'm going to drive straight into their disc.
Are you?
Actually, the strongest part's at the front, where there's less polycarb. That's the trouble. Their sharp cutter sits in the polycarb, but their disc is actually vulnerable to very hard strike. It will bend. So I reckon rather than try and run away head on would be the best.
OK. So they're all thinking very carefully at this stage because there's a lot to play for.
Well, a few new robots were initiated the hard way tonight, and frankly, that's the way we like it. But before tonight's main event, let's see how our finalists got this far.